Thanks for letting me know that, Jacob. All right. Good point. Raise your hands if you have gotten your package already. I know Jacob just told me that he has not, and that will be sent out. Write your name down, Jacob, because I will forget. Jacob Murray. All right. So a few other y'all have not. Okay. There's a big net neutrality protest going on. Just type in net neutrality, and you'll see what's going on with it. All right. Oh, let me get comfortable here. All right. So last week we started the very basics of HTML. I mean, the very, very basics of it. We did Notepad. So everybody here is on Windows. That's right. I do remember that. Thank God. All right. HTML. We wrote it up in plain text like this, and we loaded it into a notepad, and hopefully you remembered that where's that one slide? There it is. So that an HTML document of some type is typed up. It's sent into a server somewhere. In this case, the server is just your computer. But you can't just upload it to a server. And then when a browser activates that document, instead of seeing the entire document like this, where you see a head and body, you see the actual web page developing. All right, so we're kind of, I think in this class, didn't everybody get to the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy cat or whatever phrase that was? Save it as HTML. Where's that? Where is it? Bold. Everybody wanted to see the list again. That's too many slides in this presentation. All right. All right. Is anybody else having difficulty hearing me? No? Okay. All right. So to do the order list, remember that the order list, the UL, which is unordered list, is just bullet points. OL, which is ordered list, gives you a listing in numerical order. So open up the document that we were working with last time. I think we got to this, right? The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. All right, how about this? So you can open up that text file by going to, hopefully it's on your desktop. And if you go to right click on it and open with Notepad, you should be able to see it again. And pull that up, and then we'll get started with I thought we did this part here. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Did we not do that? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so raise your hands when you have the document open. Let's start there. Tyson Wade, how you coming? Mr. Tyson, Mr. Wade, do y'all have this document open? right, so I'm going to do two more things and then we'll kind of jump into the Google site stuff. But here, present an unordered list of 3 of the places you like to visit. All right, and raise your hands when you think you have that. Remember, unordered is OL. UL. I'm sorry, UL. Here's the syntax here if you need to see it. So I took a poll in the other class as well. So it looks like robot won out. So we will get y'all a wheeled robot thingamajigger this semester. I still have to figure out, I know how to build robots, but I have to figure out how to explain it to y'all how to build a robot since I cannot see or touch this robot in any shape, way, or form. So this is going to be very interesting for everybody involved. I will see about that one, Mr. Josh. Mr. Josh asked about one doing the hand. Where could I get one? Let me find out the one we're using, and then I'll send you the information from there. Well, if you just Google programmable hand, you can usually find some kit somewhere. Are you in North Carolina, Josh? Are you close to Charlotte? Near Hickory? All right, I'll send you some. Probably not going to do it this class. I had to talk to the guy, but he does a lot of other camps where you build 3D printers, mechanical hands, and stuff like that. Something I think you might be interested in stuff in this stuff. I'll definitely pass the information along to you when I get it. All right, yeah, do remind me about that. Just remind me about the guy with the hand, and I'll get the information if I forget. How you coming, Mr. Jacob? There he is. All right, cool. So hopefully that was not too hard. That was just this year, UL, and then list some of the places you like to visit. I put the bathroom, a coffee shop, a bar, a bookstore. That's just cause, well, hey, there's some 3 favorite places to visit. Next one's going to be pretty fun. Next one I get to judge you on. Short paragraph. So create a order list of your favorite video games. And also, send me the code for the favorite that you create because I want to judge your favorite video games. So create an order list of your 3 favorite video games or games in general if you don't play video games. And then send me the list so I can judge it accordingly. But the guy I'm speaking of, Josh, he does actually want to know if he can do like 3D printers at all. But you can actually build your own 3D printer at this camp, and you'll take it home with you. A few of my students for last semester did it as well. They liked it pretty cool. And the Celsi, your sister will probably be jealous that you actually get to build a robot. Let's see, Waves list. World of Tanks, that's a good game. World War Thunder, I've never played it. And Tierra, I haven't played either one of those two. Just pasted in the chat window, Jacob. What was that for? Minecraft ties and Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3. Killer bunnies. Marco Polo. Awesome answers, Miss Celsi. I'm glad you're going to Sienna. Assassin's Creed, DayZ, and Elf, three of my favorite games. Awesome. And DayZ. Oh, we got some DayZ players here. I just played DayZ over the summer. I thought it was pretty cool. Is that everybody? Everybody gets your list in? Raise your hands if you already got the list set up. Awesome. And Mr. Jacob is offline again. What is going on with Mr. Jacob? Find out here. Jacob Roseman, are you there? Yeah, I know you're here, Mr. Murray. There's a Roseman that keeps going in and out. Jacob Roseman, how you coming, sir? All right. Mr. Roseman, how you coming? You unmute you, Jacob. You all right, Jacob? You keep internet? Is this your internet having issues?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, people have been having issues, so I do want to give y'all a few things here. Yeah, Portal 2. I do like Portal. That's for sure. Before I forget. So here. Whew. Go ahead. That one is what I need. Here is the channel in which we're going to be posting all the YouTube videos for this class. There you go. Go ahead and send that out to y'all now. You do have, I think this is yours, yeah, 10 p.m. This will be y'all's class. So y'all's class have two different playlists, a virtual class, my 7 p.m. and my 10 p.m. Both will probably be pretty identical,
but some classes may go faster than the others. Actually, I have a feeling y'all's class is probably going to be faster than the other class for the sake that every single one of y'all are using Windows. So, but just letting y'all know. So go ahead, take that, subscribe to the channel. I'm not trying to plug the channel because it's a teaching website, so it doesn't matter. But that way if you ever miss a class, you can actually check, go back and watch it that way. And another thing I will give, which, here I'm sending out my personal email address, so if you ever need to get in contact with me for any reason, there you go. And I am pretty good at responding to emails, depending on what's going on in my school world, but I do try to get back to y'all relatively quickly. So you got the YouTube channel for the videos and my personal email address in case y'all have any concerns about the class or you need to get in contact with me for any reason. All right. So let's continue on to what we're actually going to cover today. All right, if you're curious about more HTML, you can always check out Code Academy and stuff like that. This is hopefully HTML is not my strong suit. I do more of the other type of languages. One because I'm electrical engineering. Do more about hardware interfaces. All right, Google Sites. So everybody here has a Gmail account, right? Raise your hands if that's true. Mr. Wade, do you have a Gmail account? Awesome. All right, cool. So I won't go through the process of how to set up a Gmail account. Hopefully y'all understand that pretty clearly. It's not that complicated. So if you go to Google and you just type in Google Sites, it's going to bring you to where you can actually start developing your own web page. Again, as I said last class, this is more like a template-built system. And it is something that you do need to know how to do for school projects, especially when you get up into the college level. And actually, like right now, while you're young too, I would actually recommend learning more HTML stuff because you can actually, work as a side job, as side money while you're going through school with website stuff, which a lot of my colleagues do. I don't have that skill set, so I build things. Yeah. All right. Anyway, Google Sites. Click on Google Sites, and it's going to bring you to something that looks like this. Now, I already have a few web pages on here, so I'm not going to mess with too much here, but you hit create, and it should bring you here. Now, here, well, first off, raise your hands when y'all let me know that you're here, that you're seeing this stuff. Cool. Alright, so this is actually pretty self-explanatory. It's Google, so Google tries to make everything easy. I am going to try to go through and explain some of the nuances. First up, choose a template. I can go to here, find all kinds of fun stuff. I'll go to schools and education, and I'm going to pick see, no, I'm not going to pick anything boring. I'm going to pick, no Dragon Ball Team. That sucks. Pro gaming, sure, why not? So here, again, only thing I'm doing right now is selecting a template. And you can pick any template you want, and you can change it after the fact. So you're never quite stuck with one particular template, even though you won't pick that right off the bat. So the naming of a site. So you got to think of, when you name a site, how many other websites there are out there, especially even in Google. So if I try like test website, something like this. There's probably a whole bunch of test websites out there, and actually I already know that it will not let me make this one because it's already taken. The name test website's already taken. So you have to come up with something young, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it Bob Pickle. Bob Pickle, I don't know. I'm just picking a random goofy name. The select the theme for the website, we already kind of did that, but this gives you more of a theme throughout for your homepage. I'm going to stick with the pro gaming one I got just because that seemed a lot more fun than sunset and charcoal. So I'm going to stick with that. All right. So here, of course, enter in your CAPTCHA after you're done. I usually get these wrong the first few times. Yep. Is that retard or retanned? Retanned. Nope. Apparently I'm a robot because I cannot figure those out. Bob Pickle's already taken apparently. YEOT, Young Engineers, Bob Pickle. That name's not been taken. The internet is kind of slow today. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. All right. So it depends on which template you pick as far as what you see here. Here I picked Pro Gamer, and it already gives me a little bit of information. But no matter what website you picked, you have the same options up top here. And these are more the important things as far as how to navigate your website. These three buttons here pretty much give you access to whatever you need to do to create your website. You're going to go to Edit Page. Yep, and now I can edit. I can switch out this picture if I wanted to. I can make this say whatever I want to say about our game. I do. Because I can, whatever you want to say here, engineer. So I math. Cool, perfect sentence. All right, and you're allowed to save the changes. So there, now I do what I want because I can engineer, but I cannot spell, so I math. That sentence makes absolutely no sense, but I don't care. It's my website. All right. Adding a new page. Now, a new page gets tied into your home page. The first page you create is your home page, which is what people will see when they first come to your website. Adding a new page is, well, a new page. You can get to add a second page. It's going to ask you to name your second page, and I'm going to call mine second page, and I'm going to be very clever there. And create. Now, depending on your theme you picked, your second page is going to be similar to your first page. I can comment. All right. So here, I'm just going to save it. Keep the second page. I'm not going to do much with it. Just showing that I have two different pages. I think if I click even Bob Pickle, it's going to bring me back to my home page. Awesome. All right. What was the other thing? So the majority of the work, or the majority of the options you're going to ever need is here underneath settings. Here you can actually change out your templates. I can manage my site sharing and permissions, which is the first one I want y'all to actually go to. Is again, go to more actions, go down here to sharing and permissions. And this works out great if you're working in a group project. Let me wait for mine to load up here. Yeah, I can change second page to a different name, Tyson. I'll show you how to do that, hopefully, here in a minute, just to get it to load. Okay, apparently something's going digital. There it is. All right. So if you're working on a group, working with a group of people, like for example, I'm going to use Mr. the Toy, which is our other teacher for this semester. Here I can actually share this with Mr. the Toy, and I can make him owner or view or whatever, but let's just say he can edit. And that way me and Mr. the Toy can work on this project at the same time, and Mr. the Toy will be able to make the changes on the website as he sees fit. Now where is, can you change the name of the website? Where is, yes, you can, but let me see. It's here. I know it's here. I just saw it. Last class. Themes, fonts, and colors. Wow, my computer's being really slow right now. I know it's on this list here, so let me just kind of go down the list. All right, again, I'm in under manage site. In recent activity, I can see whatever's been changed. Pages will show me a list of my pages. Apparently, I got quite a few on this one. I got game battles. Wow, when I picked this theme, it picked me up picked up a lot of different pages. So here, I'm go to game battles. Let's see what's going on in game battles. Cool. Let's see what game this is from. Alright, enough of that. Where is... Oh, the edit the site layout. Again, that's underneath settings, and you can change it from... what did I hit? I hit something wrong. Hang on. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hit. Close. Alright, a few things you will probably never use on here is and I'll get back to what I was trying to do, is the print page and copy page. Yeah, I can't imagine why you would, unless you're some grandma who wants to show your grandson some cool web page you found, she prints it out, which has happened. You can print out the page, copy a page. This is actually somewhat useful if you want to keep some of the same syntax and editing options you've done. You can just copy the page and paste it to another. Move page around into your site overview. I'll show you how to do that. And you can delete the page. Now, you can delete as many pages as you want, but you can't delete your home page. You have to delete your entire site for that. So here, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and delete that one.
So bring you back to my home page, I think. Yep. So here I'm on my home page. If I come here, you see it does not allow me to delete this page. And wherever page you're on is the options that allows you to use here. Edit, I think it's edit site layout. Sure, why not? Um, where is save page template, change page template? All this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. Google Sites is actually pretty easy to use. If you want to add a picture, for say, if somebody keeps asking about that, here I went up to edit. So cancel. Let me do that again. Edit page, and feel free to be clicking around on your own site as I'm going through this. Here I can insert. Sure, let's insert some image. A lab report, maybe? No. What image do I want to upload here? That one. Sure, why not? And now I've actually uploaded a picture to it. From here, I can edit this picture, change the size, do whatever I need to do for it, because that's actually way too big. Size. Let's make it a small. There we go. Small, I can move it around, I can move it over there if I need to. Pretty simple stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory. But we do want to kind of run through this stuff. What's the other thing I wanted to show? Save. So now I have some picture of some Incan village, I guess. I'm not sure what picture that is. When you really need to do something, where is edit site layout? I think that's it. Nope, that's not all. Site help. Edit site layout. There, I think that's what it was. Yeah. All right. So when you have your template or whatever, and there's something on it that you don't like, say this insert game title for whatever reason, you don't want that there, you can go to edit site layout, and this is where you can actually get rid of some of these things, or you can move them around. Sure, we'll make it tabs. There was I'm looking for edit page. Ah, there it is. So once you, who asked the question? Can you change the name of your website? That's the one I was looking for. Probably this site can be displayed. I think that's here underneath general. Yeah, site name. There it is. Here I can change it. The site name of my website up here to whatever I want it to be. Young Engineers of the Day. Now it's underneath settings, the general, all that fun stuff. Of the day. Test site dating. All right, cool. That works. Save it there. Fun. Oh, if it'll save. Oh, it hasn't saved.
the site description, this part here, and now again I'm underneath manage site in general. This is what pops up in Google when you do a Google search for your, like if you're just Google search your website. This is what pops up. And allows you, so this be the information be described on a search. You can make this mature content. There's no reason any of y'all should be making this mature content. It does, you have about 100 megabytes of of data to use for free. And you see I uploaded one picture. It's actually a pretty big picture. That's why I took up 8%. But you can actually get more. People increase this by creating multiple sites and then just linking it into each other. So you can actually have pretty much unlimited data usage. Copy the site, publish the site, delete the site. To use simple things you can do. App scripts, where was attachments? Page. That's not what I was looking for. This one, I think. So in the attachment window, you can see all the photos that you've attached or that are attached. So I can actually delete anything I wanted to here. So if you're using like a standard template website, underneath attachments, you can find the pictures you don't want and delete them, or vice versa. What was the other one? Web addresses. And the colors and fonts. So what do you, well, yes, you can create a website, but I don't know what you're asking about create the website, Tyson. Oh, yeah, you can go ahead and start making it now if you want. That's fine. What else was there? I mean, this is really easy stuff. Yeah, I mean, Google will walk you through anything you want to know. Let's see, what else was there that I needed to show you? We come back here and find out. If you do it through the Google site, yes, it will always be linked to Google. Can you make it separate? Yes, there is a way to separate it. I think it's from, you have to create your own server name or have your own domain name, whatnot. But you can, see here. It's not there. Here. Keyword. Yeah, if you want to share it to your web, make sure you ask your parents. Don't put any personal information, all that other fun stuff on there. Actually, the way it's set up when you first start, the way it's already set up is I believe it's already set up to be public. Like anybody online can find it already. What was in here? Yeah, so if you go to Google site or manage site sharing, you can make it so it's public on the web, anyone with a link, or you can make specific people be able to access it. Blue world button. I'm not seeing what you're talking about, Tyson. Let's take it to my page. Ah, that one. Yeah. Yeah, so I can hit this and actually share it with the world, and they can see my little crappy website that just took all of 3 seconds developing. app script. So when you hear of like things like JavaScript and stuff like that, that's where you can find. This is where you can install that. We will probably get into JavaScript this semester. I don't know if we'll tie it back into here, the website, or not. Good question, actually. Sharing permissions. Web addresses. This is where you can actually link other sites to your site if you needed to. Which can actually, if you put like a sponsorship, if you get like a sponsorship of a company or something like that, you probably like add a web address to them. Yes, you can. Mr. Josh is asking, can you copy the website and make your own domain? You can, Mr. Josh. I am not familiar with how to do that. Tell you guys honest truth. Web paging, making web pages, have been an interest of mine, as y'all can probably tell. So yeah, I'm sure you can do that, Mr. Josh. I'm just not sure how. All right, where? Let's see. Let's do this. All right, and actually, when we get, let me re-emphasize certain more things here, especially like when we get into the robot. I might even ask y'all to like put the pictures up of the robot on the website that you create and share it with me. But other than that, I don't think we'll be doing too much. Maybe adding the Arduinos and stuff like that. But yeah, and it's all really simple. You take a picture, you upload it to your computer, you upload it to the website, and talk a little bit about it. I might ask y'all to do that. Actually, I think I will. But that's not going to be until after we get the robot or something like that developed. What we're going to be moving into next week, and I'm kind of get y'all. So some packages need to be sent out. See, some of y'all have used this before. If you have not done so, or if you do not have one, we're going to go ahead and set up a Scratch account. This is what we're going to be getting into next week. So just type in Scratch and it should bring you to something like this. Go ahead and set up a account here for Scratch. It's pretty simple. Just click Join Scratch, use a username, a password, and you're done. And it's that simple. Let's see if I don't remember mine, so I'm about to create another one. Choose a Scratch name. Let's see, can I get Mr. Pearson? Is that name been taken? Go ahead and do this, by the way, if you're just sitting around looking at me. Go to Scratch, go ahead and create a username and password. Oh, it doesn't want me to use my real name. All right, then. Use Digo2 fake name. Then that must be the name I have. Let's go ahead and sign in with that. Yeah, see, I forgot my password. Yes, put your hand up when you're done, so I'll know. Well then. Come on.
All right, once you sign up, if you hit create, there we go. It brings us here to this. Now, feel free to go ahead and start playing around with this if you want to. In next class, we will actually start learning how to code by using these little sprite thingies here. They've actually changed their format up. This is different from the way they used to have it. Let's see. I already think most people, nobody here has any experience in coding. I remember. Oh, so you have used this before, Josh. Well, I like this because it does give you it gives you a very or it gives you an understanding of coding through the use of this little sprite thing, which I think is actually pretty cool. Um, that on there. So there, a little simple code I just kind of slapped up there to make it move 10 steps forever. Or I can do this. Here. All right, is everybody on this page? Does everybody raise your hand if you've already got your Scratch account set up. So that way next class, when we start, we don't have to worry about it. We just jump right into it. Awesome, cool. Feel free to play around with it as much as you want to, but when we go through the class, there'll be certain things, certain structures. What's the word I'm looking for? There's certain key concepts I want y'all to get here, and that way when we get into the main coding stuff or the big boy world, big boy and girl world of coding, you'll understand a little bit more about what's going on. Like this little thing right here is very important, that little if statement, stuff like that. Any questions in general about the class? I know this one here, there's not too much I can really show y'all with Google websites that y'all cannot figure out for yourselves. I know I don't like the fact that we taught this, but next class I get a lot more better. Let's see, body tag, we did all this fun stuff. All right. Y'all are smart kids. Y'all do not need me walking y'all through Google websites. It's very, very simple. Oh, Denise, or not Denise, Dennis, sorry, Dennis. I was thinking about one of my friends. Her name is Denise. Yeah, my bad. All right, any oh yeah, here, let me do this real quick. Yeah, put this one up there. I'm gonna do a poll up in there on there real quick. You will not hurt my feelings. Any answer you give. Wow. Okay, so y'all actually like this a little bit more than I thought y'all were. Awesome. It's like split. 80, 50. Yeah. That's pretty cool. All right. Close. Can yeah. You see that the class was split 50-50. Yeah. There's not really that much to teach. I wish there was. Uh, Not every class will be like this. I guarantee you that. When we get into the coding stuff, you will see me light up. What else did I want to point out just for today? The so this is
this is what I'm thinking we'll do for the robot kits. So we'll take this, the kit you already have, slap all that on there, put a battery pack on it, slap a sensor, and you got a robot. Yeah, that's all we use is the free version of Unity. Yeah, we will get into that again this semester, I think. So in Scratch here, let me actually show you all this. So with Scratch, you can actually get games in Scratch, and we'll show you how to do that. But they're very simple 2D games. And then when we get into Unity, or if we get, I think we were doing Unity this semester, we'll show you how to make a game in three-dimensional space, which most people kind of like. I do need to change some things up the way we did last year, but yeah. I need something. What is this stuff? Yeah, it's still up for everybody. I haven't hit the button. I got to figure out what button to hit. I know y'all can't see what I'm doing. Where's the button? Can y'all still, is everybody still seeing the chat results? What about now? Got it. There you go. Now y'all should be able to see it. All right. In chat or in here, we will show you how to make some games, and then we'll show you how to do it in the real world. This is the robot I'm thinking about having y'all make. It won't be this per se. It's gonna be this kit, but we'll have to modify it a lot. But I think that might be pretty cool. So Unity 3D. Let's see, what else are we gonna do? Electronics is gonna be the main thing. When we get to the electronics, and I am an electrical engineer, so I probably will throw some math at you. Don't worry, I won't make it too scary. Yeah, not on that. All right, put hands down. Erase off drawings. All right, any questions or concerns about the class or anything? And I gave y'all you have my personal email address. If you have any questions about the class, feel free to shoot me an email. It's going to be Dr. Fagan or Dr. Harris, and let me ask them first, and then I'll get back to you, Josh. Josh just really wanted to do the mechanical hand thing. I had to get in contact with them before I let you get in contact with them, because I'm not sure how they'll feel about that. You should be getting it hopefully pretty soon. If you don't get it this week, you should get it by next week. But we're not going to be using the kit till the week after, so you still have time. But tell you what, yeah, if by Friday you don't see the kit, shoot me an email, let me know, and then I'll pass the information along. All right, yeah, I'm going to make up for this because this Google site thing. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Let me take a quick poll here. If you're actually thinking about going into engineering, tell me what branch of engineering you think you're going to go into, or that seems the most interesting. Yeah, one mechanical, one electrical. Other mechanical. Jacob, to answer your question, yes, I do. No, I can't. Mr. Jacob asked if Jacob Murray asked if I had a video gaming set up and if I could post a video of it. But really, I don't have much time to play video games lately while I'm in school. How does a BEC work? What is a BEC? What are you talking about, Tyson? Battery eliminator circuit. Are you trying to build a quadcopter, Tyson? Hobby grade RC cars. Yeah. All right. So what you're talking about is one of these. Essentially, what they are is, let's see if this is a good example. It's not really that good of an example. All right, let's see if I can explain this. So essentially, all this circuit, the point of the circuit is in twofold. One, it limits the power output, and two, limits the noise in the circuit. And the noise in the circuit, yes, well, yeah, class is over. 11 o'clock, class is over. Next week we'll do a whole lot more funner stuff than this, I promise. So here, let's just say we have 12 or 6.3 in, 1.5 out. But the whole point of this circuit is, one, to limit this power here from going out, and also all the diodes and capacitors you see, two capacitors here, one here. Any power circuit has what's called noise in it. Noise being, how do I explain noise? Noise is a random signal, I guess. They're a varying of output would be one way to put it. And this BEC circuit, BEC circuit, works to eliminate that so you have a smooth, continuous signal of 1.55 or whatever. Reason you have a BET is because in these batteries here, mainly these are LiPo batteries, which are lithium polymer, which carry a whole lot of current or amperage. The BECs help to regulate the output so that your receivers won't fry. Does that make sense, Tyson? Do I need to explain that more? So when you're using any type of receiver, you usually limit it on the voltage. Like for the Arduinos that we're going to be using, it's actually 5 volts. So they can only handle 5 volts of electricity and about, let's say, I'm getting here, 0.005 amps. That may or may not be accurate, but it's close. The battery, the LiPo, outputs 12 volts, and because it has this motor here, probably up to 1 amp. 1 amp, let's see. This limits the 12 volts and the 1 amp down to 5 volts and 0.05 milliamps, or 0.005 amps. And in the next, when we get into electronics, I'll explain more about what voltage and amperage is, not just use random words and make me sound important. But it makes more sense when we actually have the stuff in front of us. I might even throw calculus in there. I don't know. We'll see. Amperage is DWI. DW. Maybe I think it's that. Might be DE average. Alright, cool. Well, that's going to be it for this class. Next week, we will start doing a whole lot more fun stuff. And I will talk to y'all then when we're doing something that's actually interesting. Cool. I will talk to y'all next week. And I will bid y'all adieu for now.